Good evening, everyone. How you going?
Hello, Dave. How are you?
Anthony, nice of you to show, mate.
It's nice to meet you, show. Still trying to find the right connection, but that password's not working. But that's okay. we will make do.
I thought you were going to leave me hanging there.
Oh, of course not. Would never do that, my friends. So
Welcome
exciting show tonight.
Welcome to 2026.
What a way to start the year, hey? With who
we can't say Happy New Year. We can't say Happy New Year because it's well
21
into January.
days. Still, it's only 3 weeks. It's 52 weeks. It's only 6% of the year. We're all good.
Yeah. Well, a crap ton's already happened. How's your January been so far?
It's excellent. Just hit a PB in the workout, so I'm pretty happy about that. So two 80-kilogram power cleans, touch and go.
Wow,
that was good.
Touch and go. Nice. How'd you like the workout tonight?
Workout was awesome. So was able to get 20 snatches at RX weight done in a minute. So that was good. Watched you do some interesting squats. I heard your squats were questionable.
No. touch and go 100 kilogram cleans. I was happy.
You did, yes. That was very nice. That was very nice. So you haven't done that for a while, Dave. So that was impressive. Getting stronger. So who we got tonight, Dave?
Hang on, let us bring up the banner. Let's bring up the banner. But I was going to say. It's been a while since we had the old camp podcast, and shall we bring him on the stage?
I think we shall. I think we should.
I can see his itching.
Yeah.
Good evening, Mr. de Jonge.
How we doing, gentlemen? How we doing?
Good.
We're great, man. We're
awesome.
jacked up. We've just come straight from the gym, straight into the studios of the CrossFit Affiliate Members Podcast. So we're jacked.
Oh, we love that. I came straight from the dinner table, so equally as exciting.
You know when you sort of see the beginning of a CrossFit class and everyone's like really quiet and they're just like, minding their own business, and then you see them all at the end of the workout and they're all just like high-fiving and fist pumping and talking and so it's awesome hormones. So we've always done this podcast live stream, Luke. Wednesday night, 7 p.m. and the workout starts at 5, finishes at 6. We chill out for an hour and then we crack into the podcast with our special guests.
Love it. I'm feeling extra special tonight, so that's good.
Yeah, we don't stuff around. We just go live straight away. So it's warts and all. If we make mistakes, we make mistakes.
I love it. Just put me in the deep end. We're fine.
Just get on with it.
Luke, thank you so much for giving us your time. It's 8 o'clock down there in the Gong.
Yeah, in the Gong, 8 p.m. So I've just finished up dinner. Now I'm relaxing. So I got all night free for you, gentlemen.
Awesome. Well, we're in for we've got our drinks. We're in for the long haul. Is
that a sponsored drink? Is that a podcast sponsored drink?
Well, look, check it out. It's Bundaberg Camp.
Oh, there we go.
Bundaberg Camp.
Oh, there you go. That's very fitting. I like that.
And we also have our own mug.
Oh, you guys are real deal. We love that.
Yeah.
I need something to drink right now. I got nothing.
And we've got our own logo that we created using the wonderful AI, as well as another member that was in the gym helped us create
love that.
Thing.
Laura.
So Laura. Yeah. So we've got all of that.
We got it. We better just quick shout out to our sponsors. Let's where's our sponsors banner? Hang on, Luke. We've got to big shout out to our Redback sponsors who give us a Camp 10 code for the Redback best grips in town. Luke, you use these, don't you, mate?
No, I'm with Frog Grips. I can't say nothing. I'm with Frog Grips. Everyone use my code.
Well, do a shout out for Frog Grips, Luke. What's your Frog Grip code?
There you go. Frog Grips LDJ10. That is LDJ10.
LDJ10.
Helps me, gives me money. I love money, and you guys love Frog Grips, so it's a win-win. You know?
And the Redback code is Camp 10 and $70. $70 for. Actually, no, it'll be $63.
I don't know. I think they've gone up, man. I think they've gone up.
Have they? Well, that was after the camp code got released, and you just started making it. But also other merch too. Where's your?
You guys are fully decked out.
Where's your merch? Where's your merch?
I got me RecGen. I got me RecGen merch on today.
Nice.
The new drop just came out as well, so.
Yeah.
Nice. Is that your own personal stuff, Luke?
Yeah, I wish it was. This is RecGen, just activewear is like popped up on the scene. They just make really nice clothing. So I've been rocking them for the last year since touring. I love them.
Where do you get them from? Are they online or what?
Yeah, they're online. They have their first in-person store in Bower, actually, in North Sydney. So I've been there several times, and their stuff is just such high quality. I love it. They got like the activewear is amazing, but it's even just their casual wear, just their cotton fits, they're quite nice.
So is this stuff that you train in, or just like casual? Just go to the beach.
I wear it everywhere. I'm shopping. I'm sleeping in it. I'm working out in it. I love it.
And they're not a sponsor.
Well, they are. Yeah.
Oh, they are.
I should have said that. I should have paid in the top corner. No.
Right. I was going to say, if they're not a sponsor now, they will be. All right, everyone go out and buy some. Forget that LSKD stuff.
Yeah. Forget that. You guys are making me look real good right now. I've done my sponsorship out.
That's it. All your work done for you.
They're gonna keep me for another year after this.
There goes.
Well, I reckon we have to get the names of that, Dave. I reckon we should rock some of those shirts as well. So.
Well, we were going to get the director of Loose Kid Industries on their show, weren't we?
Yeah, we want to do that. We want to try and do that and see what they've got to offer.
There goes our chances of that. But moving right along, Luke, tell us a little bit about yourself. So, Luke de Jonge from Netherlands, Dutch.
Yeah, Dutch. Yeah. Look, interesting about my name as well. Fun little fact for you, gentlemen. The D in my name is capitalized, but it's not meant to be. So when they migrated over here, obviously D means the in Dutch. So it's not meant to be uppercase. So my name's
just a lowercase D.
Yeah.
Jonge.
So what does Jong mean then? So it's Luke the what?
Young, I think.
Young.
I'm pretty sure it's Young. Yeah. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's Young. And my middle name is Dirk, which is Dutch for dagger, which sounds way cooler.
Wow,
that does sound pretty cool.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Luke the Dagger Young. Luke the Young Dagger.
Yeah, because they all have their little aliases now, don't they? Like who's the Colton Mertens? He's like the Iron Hog.
Yeah, big farmer.
The Austin, and then you got the Austin Hatfield, the rabbit, something about the rabbit farmer.
You got Zane Healy trying to be Batman and stuff. I don't know if you've seen that. That's a little dig for him there.
Well, I reckon, Luke, what we'll do before we get into your deep dive into your life story and CrossFit career, let's play your promo, and that'll whet everyone's appetite for what we're about to talk about. So we'll just crack it on. Hang on a second.
Let's wet the power.
Hang on to the side. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the throw.
Iconic throw. Large demand to have this back.
There is.
This is my personal favorite right here.
Yeah.
There we go. I got the coolest photo from that one, but. Oh, that's a fit.
Pressure, butterfly doors on a map, black Tesla, pockets on swole like a Dogecoin investor.
That was not me. I wish I could dance. That was Max, by the way. That was.
She knows my soul, and she knows it's trouble.
This event sucks for me, so I just wanted to have fun. Yeah. I thought it was hilarious. I heard him chirping to me, so I was like, fuck, I want you guys to get. Did you know those guys? No, I have no idea who they are.
I kept it in the
I did in fact know
Oh, look at that. Some nice shots.
Yeah. We're golfers as well, Luke. We're golfers as well.
Oh, we love it. We love it. The light sucks. Oh, that one hurt my back. I was so hyped in that snatch because I thought that got me the game spot, but it didn't.
Got no excuses. I held on for too long. Honolulu just to get that. Going back to Honolulu just to get that Maui wild. But here comes the hurricane. And everybody's got a devil to train. And everybody's got something in their hand. Show me how to hold the shattered hand. Show me how to hold the shattered hand.
Beers out.
The first interview you've done with a beer in hand?
I think it might be sometimes the final event that athletes will celebrate, but on Saturday, I think that's the first time I've seen an alcoholic beverage in an athlete's hand.
Coming up.
All right. Wow.
Wow.
If that hasn't got our viewers all hyped up, then nothing will.
There we go. There we go.
You're a formidable
very
character.
Yeah. Especially with the pro.
I think I captioned that CrossFit's most entertaining man, right? I think it's probably applicable. You obviously have a lot of, I could have gone with most handsome man or best hair or
Actually, wait a minute. Let's do that one.
but you really do seem to love getting the energy from the crowd and providing a show. Is that something that you've always sort of valued and driven you to sort of have fun out there?
Yeah, well, my dad's from a young age. My dad's always instilled at me, like, first and foremost, you're there to entertain, and then you're also there to compete. Because if you want to make the big stage, people are coming to watch you. Like, so you're an entertainer as much as the sport's your life, and you want to compete well and make money. Like, you still are an entertainer first, because that's why they're coming to watch you. No one wants to watch someone who's boring. Like, I personally don't. You either got to be entertaining or you got to be really good, and my goal is to be both eventually. So
to be both, yeah. And that video kind of spanned 3 or 4 years, I think. I remember seeing you at the Tory, and I think, holy mackerel, who's this dude with crazy, afro hair, and how's he performing so well? Because that thing must be weighing him down. and then you kind of like, we've been to the Torian every year, like we don't miss it. And I don't think we saw you back again for a little while. So maybe let's just go back to the beginning. Let's go back to the beginning and sort of work our way through in a bit of a chronological order. What about how did you get into CrossFit? Were you like just always a sporty guy, or?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, my family always did sport growing up. So, like, a little background on my family. Well, my mum's been a CrossFit coach for many, many years. My dad was a professional rugby union player. So he played for the Waratahs, and he was always about sport. My younger sister actually was the strongest female powerlifter in Australia as well. So she could squat 235 and pull above 200. So, like, athletics was always in my blood, in my family. So, and I just loved competing. Like, if I could compete at anything, I just wanted to compete. I didn't care what it was. I just wanted to compete. So the early sports I got into were just regular athletics, running. I love sprinting. I try and compete in any sport outside of school. And then the first one, like, that was in my head as a child was just watching Neymar and Messi edits on YouTube. And I was like, that's it. I'm going to be a professional soccer player. This is it. So from like 13, probably 12, 16, I played soccer. And then I got very, very good. I fell in love with it. But then kind of when I realized the pathway in soccer and how kind of corrupt it is, it's very, very hard to make a living and be professional in it. And you weren't exactly rewarded directly for your efforts in training or performance, which is kind of annoying. So then when I started doing CrossFit to help me with my soccer training, and then I loved CrossFit because you were rewarded directly for if you were better or worse. It's very, very simple. You get done quicker, you're better. That's it. You work harder, direct input for results.
As an individual sport, right? You know, every single day is game day in CrossFit in your daily workout. You can be at the top of the leaderboard.
Oh yeah.
And so, were you like exceptionally good in primary school, high school? Were you winning all the sort of gold medals and the ribbons, or?
Yeah, like from ever since I can remember, from kindergarten through to high school, I had athletics champion, cross country champion every year. I just loved it. I absolutely loved it. So I was like, I want to do athletics. I want to do something. And then CrossFit, I could just train everything at once, and it was just the most fun thing ever. So then I fell in love with it from there, and then skipped soccer.
And your mum was a coach at that time, or did she get into CrossFit after you?
So she did CrossFit for, I believe, a few months at the first CrossFit gym that opened up in Wollongong. So the very first one that opened up in the middle of Wollongong. She was there for about 3 months, and they just started a CrossFit Kids class. So their mum's like, oh, you should come in, bring the whole soccer crew. So my whole soccer team went in. We all did sessions together every Friday, 4 p.m. And just fell in love with it from there. And then, kept going. Then mum eventually became, a level 1 coach, and then been doing it for a good part of, she's been doing it for 15 years now.
Oh, wow. She's still a coach?
Yep, to this day in Wollongong. Same gym.
Awesome. That's so cool.
So that's CrossFit Wollongong, right?
Yeah, CrossFit Wollongong. That's where I've spent most of my childhood and adolescence training.
That's great.
So did you drag your soccer mates along? Have they continued? Are you still friends with them, or have they they dropped off? Or
So Joel Molyneux, who's been to semi-finals, you've probably seen him. He trains with our crew now. Yeah, so we were good mates as well. We became friends through our soccer team. He came into CrossFit. He also fell in love with it. And me and him would literally train together for years on end. And like we'd always see each other after school. Then we left school, we'd just train with each other until I got injured. And then we kind of did our own things. But yeah, we spent a lot of time in the gym together, me and Jimmy. And then we both got to the similar points.
So you guys were you at school together? Were you classmates and stuff like that? Is that
no, he went to a separate school, but we did. I did have 4 other mates from my high school who I was good friends with, who I also still train with regularly now. They also made semi-finals touring, so we just had like this young group of lads who were just fucking making each other better.
It sounds like that. The fact that you're all training together, you must have been pretty competitive with each other, right? You're sort of wanting to beat each other every day.
Definitely.
The fact that all 4 of you got as good as you did, that's a sort of secret formula, isn't it?
We pushed each other, and probably too much. But when you're young and it's hard to accumulate like enough meaningful fatigue to get injured, you can get away with it because we're doing workouts super light. We're doing a lot of bodyweight stuff. Obviously, our joints are good, so we could get away with it. I think when we got older, and then you start like almost the sport got a bit more professional, we started to realize how you had to train. It's like it wasn't really viable to push that hard every single day. And that might have been when like the niggles started to come on, but obviously we know how to intuitively train now, like better manage our load, etc.
So who are these guys? Joel Molyneux? How do you say his last name?
Molyneux.
Joel Molyneux. Zach, is it Zach Thomas? Is he someone?
Zach Thomas. The same name as the linebacker from the Dolphins.
Right. Yeah. And who are the other guys that have done really well?
Jake Souls. Jake Souls. And then we also had, how am I drawing them right now? That would be myself.
And who's the guy? Who's the break dancer? The guy in the
Max Lees. Oh my God, Max is watching this. I'm so fucking sorry. Holy shit. So Max Lees has made it twice. So 5 of us.
This is the crew that's just coming out of Wollongong, just blowing up the scene. Hey,
Isn't
Yeah,
Ricky
because-
from Wollongong as well?
He does like the Wonder Boys.
Yeah, well, he was in the mountains. He was kind of the highlands, like Bowra kind of area. But now he's living in Wollongong now. But I believe for early career he wasn't. But now he's a gong rat as well.
Far out, man. That's a strong place for CrossFit, isn't it?
It's
Wollongong,
insane.
that's where it's at.
We were all together actually. We had our first, because a new gym opens up as well, CrossFit Homefront. So like all the athletes currently are just training there. So we had our first meeting together this morning of how we're actually gonna kind of learn to like, push each other, understand each other's goals, and then we can finally turn our group into us versus everyone. Where before that, we were all kind of scattered around in Wollongong, or like kind of see each other, kind of not. So as of literally today at 1 o'clock, we've kind of officially joined up together, which is very cool.
So it's like a training squad. It's like the Wollongong training squad. Almost. Yeah. Have you got a name
So
for you guys?
Is that with Ricky as well? So are you kind of connected with Proven now? Is that what you're kind of doing, or?
Yeah, I'm with Proven as well, so it makes it easy.
Okay, easy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe we could call it like the Daggers, the Proven Daggers or something.
Yeah, get a bit of my flair in there, the Daggers.
The Daggers. Wow. And do you think it's because back in the day the regionals used to be at the Gong? Like I remember flying down. We'd fly down. The whole family would fly down for a little weekend holiday to watch you guys competing at the regionals. Did you think that made an influence? Did that have an influence on you guys wanting to be good at CrossFit, this sport that comes to your backyard? You know.
Yeah, I think it definitely does. I mean, because we'd always go watch, especially all us young lads going in there. Like, we have a lot of key moments at the regionals. Actually, like I remember my mate Zach, like who's very very good now, training in our squad. I remember he came to the first regionals. He had no idea what was going on. He was just like, I love it, and he was just screaming, but he had no idea what was going on. Like, why are they working out? And then my mate Joel. So we called Joel Jimmy, but like obviously you called James Jimmy, not Joel. But we under 12s for free. So I went in with my dad, and Joel came. And then my dad just said, "Oh, who's this other guy?" I was like, "Oh, that's my son Jimmy." And so then he got his nickname Jimmy. So that's actually why we call him Jimmy from the 2015 regionals. Funny enough.
Right.
Okay. Wow. So you were going from like 12 years of age. Like you were interested in the sport from then.
Yeah, I was young. Yeah.
That's cool.
And just doing the daily workouts with your mates, just the daily 1 hour going home, having fun, and just turning up again the next day.
Hit the affiliate water and then do our own. That was it.
When did you start thinking, shit, we're pretty good at this? We could actually make a career out of this sport? When was that sort of transition?
If I'm completely honest, I think from day one we all had in our heads we were just going to be very good. There was never a point where it's like, oh, we're bad, we're going to get better, and then, oh, we're pretty good now. It was always like, yeah, we suck right now, but like we all just wanted to be good. And we were just like, oh, we're just going to be good. It's like, I was kind of overall well-rounded. Jimmy was already really good gymnastics. Zach's ending from swimming was crazy. So we were just like, we're all good at each component of CrossFit. Let's train as hard together as possible. We're just going to be the best. And that was our mindset from day one.
Yeah. Did you get professional coaching back then, or did you just learn from YouTube and watching other people, or how did you program your more sort of structured training?
Yeah, so there wasn't admittedly there wasn't an overly structured session, but we did get a lot of professional help, mainly from my side on. There's a Simon Bergener owns a powerlifting gym around the corner from here, so me and Zach spent probably 5 years training and coaching under his eye for our strength training. And then for CrossFit, we're just doing class WODs. Justin Bird owned CrossFit Wollongong back then. He'd help out the young lads a bit. And then, honestly, I'll be honest, I'd research all the time. I was obsessed with the sport and training. So I got my level 1. I got my cert 3 and 4 in fitness when I was still in high school. I was obsessed with learning. So I would just do that. All the boys would rock up to the gym. We'd ask what body parts are sore, how we're feeling. We'd write this whole session up on the board, say, does that look good for everyone? And we'd just rip in.
Right. So it was made up on the day type of thing. You didn't
Josh Bridges, Rich Froning style.
Yeah. Just sit around, talk around the whiteboard, and just throw your hat in the ring as to what you wanted to do, and that's pretty cool. How many hours would you train for on a sort of daily basis as a teenager?
until we got too tired, to be honest. Like if it was after school, we'd be there from like 4 till 7, like 3 hours after school, straight to the gym, pretty much. And even then on Wednesday, even on Wednesdays, I would I had gym as my sport for high school, and then I'd go from gym sport to the gym. And sometimes me and Zach would do double sessions. So sometimes we go to the powerlifting gym for 2.5 hours. Then we wouldn't even eat. We'd go straight to CrossFit and do our Metcons. Like looking back now, I'm like we were very, very underfueled. But in the moment, it was so fun.
But so did you guys just find a little corner in the gym and just go crazy in the on the side there in the accessory gym? Or because you would have had a class, there would have been the paying members and stuff like that were doing the mum and pop doing their CrossFit.
You pretty much summed it up perfectly. We were literally we're tucked away in the corner. We do some of the craziest workouts in the small amount of floor space we had. But the luckily CrossFit Wollongong had a massive floor space, so we never really got in the way. Admittedly, we probably did get in the way a couple of times, but we were probably just young and naive. We're like, we'll be all right. Fuck them.
If there's anyone watching who wants to sort of send a comment in and say those guys were an absolute pain in the ass, send a comment in.
So did your mum coach you, Luke? Does your mum like look at your movements and go, Luke, you need to squat a bit lower there? Like, does she give you form techniques?
Oh, for sure, yeah. Like mum and dad as well. Like dad, pretty much any time in the gym, mum would just say stuff to me. Or we come home, we would talk about CrossFit every single day. Back when I was young, you could just talk about it and be obsessed. Like now I get home and I'm like, I don't want to talk about CrossFit. But back then my mum would be obsessed. We wouldn't stop talking about it. So yeah, she would give me a lot of advice, unsolicited sometimes, but advice.
Unsolicited. So does she still? Do your parents still play a big role in like coaching you now, or do they just let you do your own thing and just come to the competitions and watch?
Yeah. I think I also don't want my parents to be stressed either. So it's completely separate. My thing. They don't really have any part in it. They just support me as best they possibly can at the competitions. Every time I compete, they go, "Don't worry about it, Luke. We got the accommodation. Just we're gonna have this area." Dad's like, "We need me to pick you up. Let me know. I'll be there." And they're super supportive in that way. And I think being separate, it makes it much easier for me and them. Because then my mum does stress as well. Like she hates watching me compete.
I can't imagine that's an easy thing to do, to watch your loved one, your child or whatever compete at the because you're just so anxious about what they're going to do and how they're going to perform, and you want the best for them. So I think that does build a lot of anxiety for parents. So,
Anthony, you're disappearing on and off. You're just like a ghost.
Oh, am I?
You're like a ghost coming in at you. There we go. We got the big
it's because of that camp logo. I need to just take that off, probably. So.
It doesn't do anything for your aesthetics.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
It's not hiding it. It's not hiding anything.
Okay.
There you go. That's better. And so like, when was your first big comp? What was the Torian Pro your first big comp at Pat Rafter Arena, or what was?
It would have been Oz CrossFit Champs 2019. From memory, was the first one I did where I actually had top dogs in my heat. That's when
so who were they?
Aiden Brown, James Newbury,
Newbury,
Matt McLeod.
Was Ricky around then? Was Ricky or Ricky's brother Ben Gerard at the time?
Ben might have been in that one. Actually, Ben might have been in that one. And then there was another good fella at the time who also podiumed. But
what about that? What about that massive guy, the big guy from Torian,
Matt Riley or Roycey Boy?
Roycey, Was he?
He wasn't in this one. Nah, he was in my next one, but this was the earliest one, and I remember I finished this one 8th, I think. Oh yeah, Swanee was there.
Swanee, and so this is the Australian. What they call it then?
Oz CrossFit Champs.
Australian CrossFit Champs. Yeah. Right. Okay.
So I think I finished 8th there. That was my first one. I'm like, I'm pretty decent. And then next, the one where I was like, I could actually be good was Down Under 2020. It was event 2. So the first event was a 1RM lift where I PR'd my clean and jerk. And event 2 was 3 rounds, 10 ring muscle up, 10 dumbbell squat clean and press at 32, and then 100 dubs. And we had Jacob Hepner over for that one, Matt McLeod, Jay Crouch.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I won that event.
I remember him coming over.
20 seconds.
Yep.
When I won that event, I was like, fuck, I'm not even that good at ring muscle ups. And I beat them. So I was like, oh, man, that's pretty solid.
Yeah. Big names. Jacob Hebner flying all the way out from America to compete against you guys. And so this is what year would this be? 2019, something like that?
That was 2020, that one.
So you felt pretty healthy then, right? No issues on the up and up, just getting better all the time.
Yeah, that would have been the last competition on memory where I had no problems.
Yeah.
If I'm honest.
And then sort of what things started to get a little bit niggly in your body. You just sort of started noticing. What do you attribute that to? Like just overtraining?
Yeah, well, like as a long-term thing, just poor load management. But the biggest downfall, which I probably should have taken a bit more cautiously, was the 2021 season, which ended up being a good season, funny enough. But I got tonsillitis about a month before the Open, and I wasn't going to do the season. I got a free Open code from swiping up to CrossFit Torian's Instagram. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. Made it through. I wasn't training at all. I just lost 10 kilos, just did the Open WOD, went through the quarterfinals, just did the quarterfinals WODs, and then I qualified near the back end. And I was like, fuck, well, I might as well just go to Torian now. And then my knees blew up like crazy. I was icing in training sessions. Like I was doing bird dogs the day before so I could sleep. And then
You made it to Torian without really trying. You made it to the Torian semifinals without thinking prior to that you were really working towards getting to the semifinals.
Yeah, I wasn't. I probably
you were sick. You had tonsillitis.
Yeah.
Okay, so you sort of find yourself at the cross. It was an official semi-final then. Was that a stepping stone to the games? It was. Yeah,
that was the games ticket. Yeah.
In 2021, and you're sort of like, holy crap, I'm here. And did you? That's pretty freaky, isn't it? Like that's why. How does that happen? Because there'd be people like training their butts off to try to achieve that. And you're like going in a little bit of half baked with tonsillitis and you mate. Were the workouts just freakishly favourable or something like that?
Not really. I just have a third lung at all times for some reason. I'm just blessed with fitness. I mean, I've did the CrossFit that many years before. It's still going to carry over even with a bit of reversibility from not training. So I think it was still good enough at that time. Given maybe in today it would be a lot harder to make, but then I was, it was pretty fine.
So you get to Torian and you think, I have to take this a bit more seriously. I'm just sort of one event away from getting to the CrossFit Games, which would be, I'm sure that would have been a dream. That's the ultimate goal. Get to the CrossFit Games at that time in your life anyway. Did you start to change your mindset a little bit and take it more seriously, or were you still pretty in entertainment mode? Yeah.
At the comp, I did not take it seriously in the slightest. I didn't give a fuck. My whole thing was I got here. I'll be stoked to finish the weekend. I'm just gonna have as much fun as possible. Be a fucking idiot. So when I was like, when I got I was winning events. I got the first place and then had an event win. I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna celebrate. Got the beer out. Like
this was the Fro. This was the Fro year. This was the pink shorts and the Fro year. I remember watching you then, and you were just you'd come from. I don't think anybody had even really knew who you were at that stage, and you just came in and started like performing at a really high level. So, but you reckon that like even though you were able to perform at that high level, you were underdone, which kind of created the. You didn't have enough work under you to create those injuries? Is that what it was? Or
I think I was just a mix of just overtrained, poor load management, immunosuppressed, and then doing a 3-day competition, high stress environment. And I did not sleep that whole weekend. I was fucked. I was having painkillers, melatonin. I was doing go-wads before and after every event. I was laying on my back with my feet up on the couch when I go home. Like I ran myself into the ground for that comp. So that's when day 3 came. Everyone's like, "Oh, looks like he's just cooked himself or he's sick." I was like, "I'm not. I just feel fucked. I was sick from day 1."
But you were still placed well on the leaderboard, right? You were pretty up there on the leaderboard.
Yeah. I went into the final day in first, and then I jumped down to like 6th or 7th. I had a 70-point lead on Jay, and then I fucking lost all of it because I got like last.
Final day, you had the leader's jersey on the final day of the 2021.
I went because so the one of the events was that the 1RM lift, the clean and jerk, and like I was in first, so I went out last. And I was like, oh, Luke de Jonge. And then I think I got to like the 6th bar and had to walk back. No one even saw me lift. I was so weird.
You had the gold jersey on, the white jersey.
Oh man, that's crazy.
My gosh.
So how did that so did you, because it was almost like by the sound of it, you were surprised to get into that position on that last day. But did the anxiety, did the stress kind of just start to ratchet up? Because all of a sudden it was, I'm not expected to do anything, it's all good. And then all of a sudden, oh my God, I'm at the top. Like, what do I do now? Can you talk us through like what your mindset was through that?
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't really doubt myself for a second. I knew I was fucked up. I knew like the chance was slim with how I felt. And in my mindset, I was like, I did it day 1, I did it day 2. I'll just make it happen. That's all I kept saying to myself. Like, I'll just make it happen. I don't care. And then when it didn't, I was like, oh, who gives a fuck? I tried.
Yeah.
Do you find that when you at the starting line and it's 3, 2, 1 go, like you as an athlete and a professional athlete, something clicks in your brain and your frontal lobe kind of like just suppresses that pain, and you just go hard, or when you're doing the workouts at that level, are you feeling pain as you got someone next to you that you're chasing down? Like, are you
it either
feeling
goes
that
one
pain?
of two ways. Like you said, it either gets suppressed or it gets amplified depending how you prepare. And like the biggest thing for me comes to like how much preparedness I had for the event. If I'm well prepared, I'm in flow state for the first 3 minutes, and the pain probably comes in halfway. And by that point, I'm looking at someone, I'm in a race, and then I'm just going to do what I can to perform well. But if you are underprepared and your breathing's out of whack, you're overthinking the event, holy fuck. I've been into events where I've been literally 30 seconds in and I feel fucked. It can definitely go both ways aggressively. I think a lot of people can agree with that.
Yeah, right.
So the ideal situation for when we watch like the elite athletes, your ideal situation is that you're comfortable for the first 3 or 4 minutes of a 10 to 15 minute WOD. Like you're just kind of you've switched off and you're just working.
Yeah, well, every athlete's different, and it's still like circumstantial to the event, preparedness, things like that. But I think even just being a bigger guy, maybe a little bit genetically, I feel like I have to kind of wind up in workouts a little bit, or I'm not like a little hummingbird that can just sprint and then kind of gas out and have a good time. I feel like I almost got to wind up a little bit. I don't know if that is a bigger guy thing at all, but I'm just making that up. But I know even like Noah also might be a prime example, although he kind of gets a bit of backlash now for maybe it wasn't the best pacing strategy. But he would kind of go out, get the lead, and he seemed to always place quite well by doing that. Even like probably Jay Crouch and Oceana quite does it. His cycle speed at the beginning of Barbell Worlds, he's always the one touching going quite aggressively. Where I'll start as singles, and then I feel like I get at halfway, I feel like I get a second gear, and I can just send it from there. So I'm definitely a cruise in type of guy, keep it steady, and then when I feel like my third lung kicks in, then I can just go and burn it up.
Just keep going. Right.
And has that always been the case, Luke, or have you kind of developed that? Like, has that developed over the time? Like, in terms of, because like, there's so many CrossFit athletes at the gym, and we all just go out way too hard and suffer, and realize that we really went out way too hard. But it seems like you've already learnt that lesson. So
not on purpose.
Yeah,
it's definitely through just too much training volume when I was younger. So when we're going into our second, third workout, you don't have the gas to just start off quick. So we were like, well, if I'm fucked up, how do I get the best time in this workout? All right, I'm going to hold a very solid EMOM pace for the first couple of movements, and then I'll send the back half. And if you want a good scores back-to-back in the gym, that's just how you had to approach workouts. So by accident, I think I got good with that strategy. So funny enough, I kind of had to unlearn that for sprint events, because you can't have that one strategy for every event if it's like a 2-minute event. So now it's actually more beneficial in my training to do those really high cycle speed, high heart rate hit outs, where I can just burn it up for a minute, 2 minutes. So when those events come around, I'm not just always stuck to cruising.
Can you see the comment? Can you see the comment there?
Okay.
Do you know this fellow, Mr. Joe?
Mr. Joe, boy, that is a fake name. That is a fake name.
Is that Jimmy? Is that Jimmy or Jake or someone?
Mr. Probably is. If the comments keep coming from this person and they're unhinged, it's going to be Tristan.
All right, BP7. Isn't that what Taylor Self injected into himself the other day or last week?
He's been promoting that a little bit. He got a bit of backlash for it.
So he's sort of like,
isn't it? That's Hiller, him and Hiller, isn't it?
Him and Hiller are sort of, they can only do the CrossFit Open under an alias. But okay, so we won't ask you, Luke, whether that's something that you've tried, BPC.
No, I have not tried.
Okay, good. Okay, we put that to sleep. And so, what did you end up finishing in that 20? What did the last day of competition? Wheels fell off a bit. Did you?
Oh yeah, that was 6th or 7th, one of the two. I'm pretty sure it was 7th, but fuck, it was a big drop off. It was like straight down.
I thought there was one where you were 4th or something like that, because there was a photograph of you standing next to the podium, and someone took a photo of you just like pretending to look at this podium, like, I should be on the podium, but you were standing next to it.
That was 2024. So that 2021 pro. I was injured for 2022, 2023, and then I came back 2024, and then that's when I was tied with Peter. It was whoever won in the final event got the games ticket. He just the event suited him better. I blew up.
Okay, so it came down to the wire in 2024, the final event of the pro.
Yeah, and that was kind of my comeback year. So when I was one spot out, everyone was like, "Oh, Luke will just make it next year," and then I got fucking injured again.
And you weren't there for 2025. So 2024, almost.
I did 2025. I just went shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't recall how you went. Like, I just remember
we were there. I don't remember.
We were there.
You.
I think we're just looking. We were looking for the afro. We're looking for the. But that's right. I was talking to Jet, and I was saying you were my pick. You were my pick for 2025. I was like, Luke's going to do it this year. This is his year.
I was in a lot of people's picks.
And then Jet and I were discussing it afterwards, going, he must have been injured. Something's going on.
I was. I going through. I'm trying to remember because I just blanked it out of my mind, but. Yeah, my back was so cooked. I couldn't squat, I couldn't train. I got cortisone on my left knee. I was like, I just wasn't training at all. And I was like, fuck, I'm just going to do Torian anyway. Because my mindset is like, if I'm not doing something because I'm scared of people judging me, like that's a dumb reason not to do something. So I was like, fuck, I'm going to go in. I'm going to talk my shit. I'm going to pretend like I'm the fucking best in Oceania. And then I'm going to go in and see what happens. And then I just went bad and no one gives a fuck. So that's it.
But through 2022, 2023, you were still training, right? You were still going to the gym?
Yeah, well, I was doing...
Not really, or...
That's when I went to Andrew Locke, actually. Yeah.
Yep.
So okay, so I don't think I did CrossFit for like 2 years, if I'm honest.
Right. Wow. So that's 2 years where you're just in rehab mode. Everything you do in the gym is not for performance, it's to get healthier, to get better.
Exactly. Yep.
Wow. 2 years, like... and can you tell us a little bit what was hurting you? Like what part of your body? Or
I had horrendous sciatica both legs. Like I couldn't sit or stand for long. I did. I almost quit uni because my sciatica was so bad. But I just pushed through and I just stood up in the lectures. I went on my knees, and even my professor was like, "Oh, that's just what Luke does now. He just lays down when he wants to."
You go into lectures like lying down.
Or just in our class. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
More than standing up or wiggling around or having to just go to the toilet every 2 minutes sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah. So that was the worst of it.
When you see you in competition, you never would have thought you were in that type of pain. Like, yes, you might be holding injuries, but
we didn't really see him in 2022, 2023. You were in
but we saw him in 24 and 25, definitely.
Yeah.
Like we were watching him in 24, 25.
Did anyone talk about surgery? Did you ever go and see a specialist about your back or see You said you saw the late Andrew Locke, who's an amazing fellow, a good friend of mine as well, actually, Andrew Locke. So how did you get onto him? Who put you onto Andrew Locke?
Simon Bergener. So he owns a powerlifting gym down here. So he actually knew him. He's worked with a couple of his athletes. So he's like, oh, can you help my mate Luke out? My athlete, his back's cooked. So then, we had probably like 5 or 6 or so calls, and he gave me a daily protocol, which pretty much got rid of my sciatica for the most part. Took a while, took a few months, but he gave me a very aggressive extension protocol, like every 2 hours, every day, cobras, lean backs, and that was pretty good, and a lot of diaphragm work. Yeah.
Yeah, and you had cortisone shots and pain medication to just sort of be able to function day to day.
Yeah, pretty much. Just if I was getting through ADLs with a 3 out of 10 pain, I was stoked. And I talked to a lot of surgeons, and even that they did not want to operate on someone so young with my back. And even with a microdissectomy, they didn't want to get rid of it. They were like, like a sciatica's going away, like the complications of going in there could be worse than the injury right now. So it's like, we're not going to do it.
These are Wollongong or Sydney surgeons, or?
Yeah, just Wollongong, yeah.
In the Gong, yeah, okay. And you kindly showed me your MRI scans and I had a look at those. But it's a challenging problem when you've got someone who needs to have such a high capacity, but has neural impingement. So how did that affect you mentally? Like, that must have been tough. You got this guy who's just full of energy, like a fully charged battery his whole life, and then you're doing rehab for 2 years. Did it affect? What was your mental state like?
Yeah, like without hyperbole, that was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Like, without a doubt, I was like every single day. Like, I don't think I've ever been so disciplined in my life. And like, the definition of discipline being doing something with no reward for a long period of time. As in, like, I did that for 2 years. Didn't really get much results for a long period. Absolutely fucking hated it. I just, the lowest point of my life. Like, you can throw around words like depression if you want, but just fucking bummed.
And your mates, like, did your mates sort of like, how did they deal with it? Because they would have just been wanting you to hang with them and do stuff and have fun. Did you still stay close with that gang of super fit young blokes?
Yeah, for sure. I'd still go into the gym and see him every day. I'd just be doing my knee over toe and Andrew Locke protocols and things like that. And obviously, like, a few of my mates were awesome, like super supportive. Even with someone just do my rehab with me or hang out. But for the most part, like, everyone's got their own life. I can't expect someone to like accommodate their training or something for me. So I didn't take it personally. And then you got the mix of also a bunch of young boys that can be quite naive and they just joke about it all the time. And then you don't realize that kind of has a big effect when I'm like a year in and everyone's joking about me being injured. And I'm like, I don't really like this anymore. Like, it kind of feels like my identity. I don't like this.
Yeah. So you kind of, you started to see the light shining again coming into 2025 though, hey? You sort of started to ramp up as pain symptoms improved. Is that kind of how you got back into it? You're just like, okay, I'm getting better, I can do more. 2 years has gone by, and started. Did you say I think I heard you started taking on coaching from some guy called Bobby? Bobby, is that around the time you took on Bobby Dean?
Yeah, that was after the 2024 season. So I don't remember when my back got better. It was just super slow, and I was only training 2 hours a day max for the 2024 season because I was so scared of fucking my back up. So even with 2 hours of training a day, being one spot for games, I was pretty stoked. And then my back was pretty solid after that. So I reached out to Bobby D, who was coaching my mate Zach at the time, and Zach's had a good run with him. And I thought, like, one of my best mates, we can train together, same coach, perfect situation. So I did the year with him, and I remember February I did a comp in New Zealand 2025, and that was the fittest and strongest I've ever been, and that was under Bobby. But unfortunately, after that February comp in New Zealand 2025, that's when my body started going downhill again because I just sent it too hard. And then, like, nothing to do with Bobby's programming, why I went bad. It was just. I think
you met one of our coaches in New Zealand. Did you meet Jet Levi, big tall guy?
Yeah, I would have met Jet. Yeah.
Jet, yeah. So he works with us here at Neuro,
Yeah, I've heard his name a good few times now. Pretty sure.
Yeah. And so, who is Bobby D? Like, I've heard his name around the traps, and he's been around for a long time. Like, can you tell us a little bit about him? Like, what's his story? How does he get Australia's best athletes? What is he?
Yeah, so he's an old veteran coach. He actually went to the CrossFit Games back when it first started. A lot of people don't know. He did the old regionals when before CrossFit was kind of cool in the golden area, and then so when he retired, he started raw strength and conditioning, and he actually had Fikowski for the first 2 years that Fikowski made the podium. So that was kind of his breakout athlete. And then he had a lot of other it's a funny story because when we talk about Bobby D, almost every Oceania athlete you can think of has been under Bobby D at some point. Like Carl James Newbury, Jake Douglas, they all reach out to me going, how was Bobby D going? Because they've all been under him for a small period of time.
Yep. Yeah, and I've heard his name in videos. People just say his name. You never see a photograph of it. I don't even know. I don't even know what he looks like. But there's just this mystery man, Bobby D.
An elusive figure.
Yeah. But he has been to the games. He's a games athlete,
back in the heyday. Yeah.
Probably with Commando Steve and those guys. Remember Commando Steve?
That was the era. Yeah. I've met him several times. He was one of my idols when I was a kid. Yeah,
Commando Steve. Yeah. I did a boot camp with Commando Steve. When we probably he was a fun guy.
Did he do CrossFit? Commando Steve.
Commando Steve. Yeah. He competed he went to the ranch. He went, back in the day when the CrossFit Games with Kalipa and those guys.
Yeah.
When it was at Castro's ranch. Commando.
So he was failing 60 kilogram snatches with the in the beginning as well.
Next to Spieler.
He was a strong bugger. Okay, so that's Bobby D's thing, and so he looked after you, and he sort of got you ready for the New Zealand champs in a way.
Yeah.
Right. And where did you place at New Zealand in the 2025? So
me and Max went over for a partner comp, and it was a last minute decision because we'd always wanted to travel with our sport, and they helped fly us over and gave us accommodation. So we're like, well, let's go do it. And me and Max versus the Fowler brothers, and Ben Fowler, it's Ben Fowler and his other brother. But they were very good. That might be the craziest competition I've ever done in my life. That was awesome. I've never had a competition be so stressful down to the wire. It was so fun.
That was partner teams, just two.
Yeah,
two in the team, right? Okay, that's cool. But you don't see that very often. Teams of two pairs.
No, that's why we had to do it
at high level. Yeah, mostly it's teams of four, and it used to be crazy teams of six.
Yeah,
it's just
I don't know how they did that.
You did something with Riley, didn't you? Didn't you do something with Riley?
Oh yeah, I did a local comp with Riley. Yeah, that was good fun. Yeah,
and that was a pairs thing. You guys won that as well, didn't you? I think.
Yeah. So we won that. That was a crazy comp. That was a wild comp. That was very, very fun though.
It looked like you guys had a lot of fun. It looked like you guys had a lot of fun. So
that was awesome.
So what about
I was going to say, after New Zealand, what part of your body broke down then, mate? What happened then after that?
So it was my left knee. So the original, I kind of rewind a little bit, but in that 2 year span, one of my large injuries was plica impingement on my right knee. So I probably had 4 MRIs. No one found it. And 2 years in, I went down here, purpose physiotherapy. Ben Foster, he's a fucking amazing physio. He actually found my plica, got surgery, got it fixed. So I had this incredible sharp pain. I couldn't move for 2 years. And I was like, fuck, that was sorted so I can get back to competing. Then after New Zealand, I had the exact same pain in my left side. And I was like, no way. Because when you get plica, it's genetic, so you're probably going to have it in both. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. Had multiple MRIs, couldn't find out what it was at all. And I just probably pushed through it a bit too much. And recently I've actually found out it was just my suprapatellar fat pad impingement. So I've just fucked that so bad. And then with cortisone, it went down, did Torian, and I've inflamed it so bad that it's taken till literally now for it to go down because you have to stay off it so much.
I'll just bring up a little.
It's hard to do that as a CrossFit athlete. Just to stay.
Yeah.
Your knees and your back are very much required.
So the left one, left one, no, the right one you had to do surgery for, and
Yeah,
that got
removal.
a lot better. And
immediately.
And are you going to have to do something for the right one as well, or is that settling on its own?
My other one's settling quite well. I just had to stay off. I didn't realize how diligent you had to be with just ADLs to actually get the super patellar fat pad to go down, because I had to tape it up. I had to hobble around for probably 4 weeks, not use it all, ice it every night. I'm still ice bathing every day. And then I can finally straighten my leg and bend it without pain. And I wasn't even loading it. I was literally just just doing that with my knee, and it would be in excruciating pain. Yeah.
Wow. And it just they didn't initially see it on the MRI, like several MRIs and specialists, and they just don't know what's going on. They just think you're making it up or training too hard, I suppose. Everyone would just blame the training.
Yeah, they're like, this patellofemoral pain. You got
so
could be an MCL.
You're kind of the reason why people say CrossFit hurts. CrossFit's dangerous because of people like you.
I could be. I hope not. I mean, I'm all for promoting its methodology, but we also got to separate CrossFit as improving quality of life, chronic disease management, and CrossFit as a sport. Very separate things.
Yeah. But I'm sure our viewers. Any comments asking what the hell plica is? But people will be wondering what the hell is he talking about plica. But it's just like a genetic thing, isn't it? It's just like where you get a little fold of the synovium and you just get a condensation of it there. And it just, most people, the majority, I won't say, it just disappears and doesn't cause a problem.
Yeah.
But in a couple of people who are a bit unlucky, they get this bloody fold of synovium in their joint, and then that just creates almost like a splinter every time you try to move your joint. It's just like irritates the crap out of it. So finally they got rid of it, and what that would have been pretty good recovery. Quick, that was the one when you're on the crutches with the big bandage around the knees. Yeah.
But so 12 weeks until completely pain free, and then never had anything like it ever since in my right knee. It's been perfect. So stoked with that.
Okay, well maybe that'll help someone watching the show if there's some athlete out there who is debilitated. You've got to do the arthroscopy and have a look inside if the MRI doesn't show anything.
Unfortunately, because plica is often a millimeter thick, and obviously MRIs go on millimeter segments, so it's very easy to miss or misinterpret it if you get a bad diagnostics place. So if you've had chronic knee pain for 3 years and you've done every sort of tendinopathy rehab, you've reduced inflammation, and it's still there, get an arthroscopy. It'll change your life, and it could very well just be plica.
Yeah.
So where was the knee hurting, Luke? Because I've got sore knees.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. So tell me where does it hurt? Is it on the inside, the outside, what?
Yours might be too far gone, but it was generally on top. Mine was the worst. Right, it felt like a line going from here all the way into my quad. It literally felt like someone just got a knife and just stick it in there. A bit cliche, knife in the knee.
That's not what I've got. That's not what I've got. So that's good.
Yeah.
I don't want what you've just explained. Yeah. That sounds terrible.
We've just got old man syndrome, Anthony. It's
no, Dave, we don't.
Yeah.
We're not.
I think it's called arthritis.
Arthritis.
Jesus, Luke, I wanted to get you on here. You throw me under the bus, mate.
My bad. Good.
Arthroscopy won't help you, mate. You need a knee replacement.
Yeah. There you go. You need my BPC.
No, I don't. Yeah, maybe, but I'll just go into the open and have to go in as an alias. But tell us about outside of CrossFit in terms of you've become an exercise physiologist, you're coaching. What else do you do besides try and be the best athlete you can?
So after I'll kind of link back 2024 season, that's the season I put all my eggs in my basket. I was like, I'm just going to the games. So when I didn't, I was like, all right, what do I want to do for a whole year before I kind of got to do that again? And the large thing was I kind of wanted to separate my work and kind of life balance, work kind of being competing in that. So I was coaching at the gym a lot. And so now I've really transitioned to remote coaching after I finished my degree. So I have now 20 to 25 regular athletes. I do 2 gyms affiliate programming. I do some on and off injury work with people. And then I still coach some classes here and there and have PTs throughout the week. But I feel like that's kind of my work setup now with competing, which has been an amazing change for me. Then outside of that, I just try and get involved in as many things as I can. I tried snowboarding. I played dart, almost went like fucking professional in darts over 2 years. Got my motorbike license, go fishing, go diving, mountain biking, like whatever you can imagine. I just got involved. I love to be active and just try anything and everything.
Yeah, but in terms of it seems like you've been quite successful as you step into like this coaching role. Tell us about like what's kind of driven you into that.
Yeah, so like early days, like anyone, I think anyone who loves sport, for some reason you always get told like, oh, make your like what you do for fun your work, and you never work a day in your life. So that's kind of how it started. And then just absolutely fell in love with it, and then just kind of set everything up from there. But
and how's it been like creating that coaching business? Because I mean, 25, 30 clients, as you said, that's a pretty strong load that you've got to look after. Like, you know, because I saw your offering, and you've got 24/7 support or communication for some of those offers, and I was like, wow, that's a pretty big commitment.
It is a very, very big commitment, and that's why I have to keep my pool small as well. I only want really, really committed people, and my whole philosophy is I want a small group of people where I can change their life. That's much more rewarding for me, where I can work really closely with people, and that kind of really drives my passion for coaching. I'm not really one to get 200 random people I never talk to. I don't really get much enjoyment out of that. So that's why I can have my communication so high and really work closely with people. Because like then I can actually care about them as a person. We actually build really cool friendships, and then even like I traveled Europe this year, for instance. Even then, I went and stayed with one of my clients who was over in Scotland, which was awesome. And just opportunities like that aren't going to happen when I just go.
So you've got clients overseas. You've got clients overseas that you've kind of never actually seen, but you're kind of coaching. How does that work? Like, how are you coaching those guys?
Yeah, so I'll do like. We pretty much chat on WhatsApp whenever they want. Like when he wakes up in Scotland, probably like a 4-hour period where we're both pretty active before we have to he has to go to bed and I got to go to work. So we chat there every week. I do a video review going over all his notes and his videos and his programs. Even then, it still feels quite personal. And then if we need to kind of realign the program or goals or big life events happen, hop on a call, book an event on calendar, and we'll just have a face-to-face 30-minute meeting like this. But with 20 to 25 people, that's close to my cap with what I can do, where I can really offer high value. I think if I were to push 35, 40, I'd probably be overexhausting myself, especially because it would take away from my training. So I feel like I'm at a really, really good balance right now. And everyone that I work with, I absolutely love. Got some absolute legends on there. So I'm very, very grateful.
So are they all like elite athletes, or do you train just anybody who you see has got like has got the drive and the passion to be better? Yes,
anyone who's passionate, and then also, like you could, if you're fun as well, I want to work with you even more. But I probably have several people who are trying to make either semi-finals or eventually the games, and they're the people I probably spend the most energy and time in. Obviously, that's a higher tier as well. But most people still have to work a full-time job, so I kind of find this middle tier range where we can still get a good amount of communication, still a personalized program, but they don't need to exhaust me every day because it's not their main goal. So most people are just everyday gym goers who want to improve, specifically on their squat, and they just get enough. They find it rewarding enough just to improve in CrossFit, and they don't really have too many aspirations for competing. That's probably my main clients right there.
Yeah, and so where do you see this kind of going in the future? Are you going to be like the next Proven, Luke? Like, are you going to kind of try and go into that space, and kind of scale after your CrossFit career? Because I mean, you still probably got a few good years left, right?
Yeah, I've thought about this heaps, and it's like anyone. If you try and guess where you are in 3 years, you're probably wrong anyway. But if I'd love to be something like that after I compete, or it's hard because when I go all into coaching, I want to be all in there. I don't really want to dabble in both, whether that be working for someone else or building my own business. And I've also spoke to a few other athletes who are doing some online coaching similar to myself, and we might even form an alliance later on when we're kind of in our retirement era or go teams, which would be very cool. And then after that, I got my even large 10-year plan might even be just to move into NDIS work as well, if this doesn't work out. So I got a few plans and then a backup plan. So
Oh wow,
Yeah.
NDIS, hey? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, why
that'll be fun.
NDIS? Like, where does that come from?
Mainly because a lot of people around me have started doing it, and it seems like a really rewarding job as well. And then I've kind of seen people, like start working as support workers. And we've got a few people that work in our gym as NDI support workers as well, which is really cool. And then a few people, one of my sponsors has his own company for it as well. So he was kind of showing me how to set everything up in the future. And then that kind of got into my head, and I was like, actually, I kind of really enjoy that, especially coming from a bit of a EP study background. Still kind of get to use my knowledge, and it's not going to go to waste as much. So it just kind of worked out as a nice natural segue into it.
So you're a graduate exercise physiologist and exercise scientist, is that right? Is that what you qualifications?
Out of UAW.
Yep. And did you ever work full time as an exercise physiologist?
No, I did probably 24 weeks of work, and I remember working for Gen Pop. And I was like, I just immediately did not love it. And I was like, this was kind of heartbreaking, because I was like, I'm going to change people's lives. You're going to love it. And realistically, that's not what you're doing. You're just going in. People probably aren't going to do your exercise. You're just a therapist. And I was a bit like, this is not what I thought it was. And it was either that or work for high-level athletes. And I was like, well, I'm already in the CrossFit space. I can kind of use my knowledge there and still do what I want to do in the EP side and help people perform at a high level. And just enjoy it more as well. I know it kind of sounds selfish being like, I want to do it my way, but like, it's just kind of how it was to me at the time.
Have you thought about helping people with, suffering from the back pains that you've lived and experienced? Like, you would probably be a very good therapist to rehabilitate back pain.
Yeah. That's I have a personal vendetta with back pain. Oh my! When I hop on calls and people talk about back pain, I visually get fucking pissed off, because I hate it. I hate it.
It's so debilitating, and it is. You're never going to be short of clients, for one thing. It's the leading cause of disability. It's the leading cause of disability on the planet, and as a general rule, the rehab industry is very, very bad at treating it. Which is reflected by the prevalence. So
and like the biggest indicator if you have back pain is, have you had back pain before? So it's like, you're probably going to have it again.
Well, we should talk about that later. At a later date. Because I have physiotherapists and exercise physiologists on my books helping my patients, and there's millions of people out there that need your help. But we need to deliver.
God, Luke, he's going to offer you a job. I'm just hearing that.
He's got a good CV, so I don't even need to see his CV. But yeah, we need more therapists doing high quality care, not just bloody cookie factory care. That's just a waste. That's just a waste of time, and people can just waste their lives away doing absolute nonsense, right? And even professional CrossFitters, you see, we were talking about Katrin David's daughter getting a disc replacement, and I hear it all the time. So and so is missing a competition because they've got a back problem. And I sort of feel like I know exactly what's going on. I just want to reach out to them and tell them, let's tell you what to do, because we do know how to fix back pain, but you've got to get that advice really early, right? Not 5 years down the track when you're decrepit. But, awesome. Yeah. Okay.
You can still be decrepit and come back from that, Dave. Like, that's what happened to me. Like,
no, Luke,
walk before I saw you, right?
I'll be a prime example. From Dr. Dave.
But we want to show that you can get back on the podium at the games.
That'd be awesome, man. I think we want to see Luke back on the podium. We want to.
It's going to happen. I'm telling you, I'll just make it happen. Like I said, I'll just make it happen. We'll be right.
So talking about that, what's the 2026 season like? You've got the Open coming up. You're going to sign up for that, of course. Yep.
See how things go, and hopefully I'm keen to work with you as well and kind of get the body under control, because obviously you have no idea, when we started emailing, I haven't been that happy in a long time when you started educating me on my back and how to do it. I made my own little daily protocol to do, and I probably made more progress in 2 days than I have in 4 months. No word of a lie.
That's fantastic. It's just because you're just fundamentally knocking out the inflammatory and nociceptive pain generators.
Yeah.
But we'll talk more about that offline. So the Open, quarterfinals this year, semi-finals. Let's just jump ahead. You're going to get to semi-finals. What would you do? Would you do like an in-person? There's multiple ways now. You can do in-person. You can do online. What's your sort of preference there?
So touring's just been the best event. It's like, and it's up first, so I feel like you have to do it. The only downside of touring is, from what I've heard, it's before the online semi-finals. It's the first in-person semi-final. There's invitational invites, and there's only 3 spots. So it is very hard to qualify from the touring if we get some big hitters coming over. And in Australia, Oceania, we already have top dogs like Jay and Ricky and then the other contenders. Yeah. So, very, very hard to do that. But in saying that, I think the experience at the Touring Pro is almost games-esque anyway. So it's like, if you want the experience, like, just do it. Yeah.
Yep. And then the online's still pretty hard too, isn't it? Like, like, because it's just so. There's only 1 spot, I think, or 2 spots on the online semi-finals.
Yeah, there's only several. I can't give you the exact number, but it is. It's hard to make online. It's not easy.
And is the scoring system the same? Will it be the in-person competitions seem to be different? You know, you get your 100 points for first. Online comps, you kind of you can be very be very displaced by people depending on how many people are in the on the leaderboard.
Unfortunately, with the placing scoring system, you don't get rewarded for your best finish. You only get punished for your worst. So you're better off being average and not having a weakness come up than being amazing at everything and having a weakness come up. So it's not the best well-rounded test if they use that scoring system, but if they do use the 10 point or 5 points down from 100, then it should be pretty reflective of who should be there.
Bit better.
So you're going to go to any of the other? Would you look at going overseas for some of the other semi-finals?
I'll have to see, because I kind of mapped it out in my head already of Torium being in May, and then I'm going to Hyrox Worlds 2 weeks after in Sweden. So I got to figure out how this whole thing's going to work.
You're doing Hyrox, Luke. What's going on? What's the story there?
Me and my mate Donnie.
We're shuffling in our seats now. We're getting a bit. Oh no! They've captured him. The Hyrox gods have captured him. Oh no!
I did not train Hyrox. We just signed up for shits and gigs, and then we put up a killer time, and then we're like, fuck it, let's just go to Worlds before it gets too hard to make it.
Wow, this is a team as well, team of 2.
Yeah, just pairs, me and my mate Donnie.
Yeah.
He's so much better than me at running. It's not funny.
Yeah.
So you love running, so it's all good. Like you're just gonna.
My third lung will kick in.
Yeah. Exactly.
Does he just have to wait for you? You know, it's a 1K run. If he gets in before you, he's just got to hang around. Can he start the functional station?
No, he has to wait for me because we both got chip timers, so we both kind of have to go into the rock zone together and out together. So and then even at the station itself, you got your own pad and then the machine. So I can't even start rowing, or he can't start rowing until I'm standing on a pad behind the machine. Okay. They're pretty strict with it, yeah.
But then you just share the work on the 8 movements.
Yeah,
you just jump
break however you like.
And that's not those movements for you guys would be a piece of cake, wouldn't they? Like the lunge and the burpee thing and the wall balls. It's nothing. You just like smash that.
Yeah, that's largely why we go so well, because we can top 5 all the stations and run fairly average. Funny enough, like we ran all sub 4 kilometers, which is pretty quick for us. Well, me anyway, me and Donnie. And then even then, the running is average, but because we can do that pretty decent and then go top 5 in the stations, we get good time. So if I just start running, we'll probably put up like a 55-minute or something.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just waiting for a CrossFitter to win the World Championships. Like, I don't think it's far off.
No, not at all. I mean, Tia probably would have done it if she didn't get injured that year.
Yeah. It'd be good to see someone doing them individual, though. You know, like Newbury and those guys. They always keep going teams, but you need to sort of stamp your mark in individuals against that crazy American dude. What's his name?
Hunter.
The guy Hunter. Yeah, he's such a outspoken fella. And he got his chance at the games too, but didn't make it past the first event. You know.
Yeah, no one expected anything highly of him, but he's pretty much the Rich Froning of Hyrox. So that's who they got.
Yeah. Yeah, we need someone like you to just go whip him and go, oh, there you go. Which training methodology is better? Cool. And what about?
You can see Dave's very competitive against High Rocks.
Don't get me wrong. I think it's a great. Oh, here we go. Here's a question. Do you know this guy? Thanks for the comment, Todd. What time did you guys get at the preliminaries?
I think me and Dommy got 57 minutes as advanced pairs.
Mm-hmm.
And where did that place you? Did you finish first with that? That would have been first.
We got second. We've done it twice, and we got second both times. And the first time we got second by 3 seconds because of my fault, and the second time we lost by 40 seconds, so it was fine.
So, because wouldn't you be competing against Newbury and the other guy from Proven that goes?
Yeah. We just did it at a different. Oh, actually, no. The most recent one we did it together. Sorry, no, we did do it together. That's the video of Newbie running out. I'm actually next to him. But no, they got us. They got 56 something in that one. But they're not in our age category because they're old fellas.
Oh, okay.
Right. So you guys are in the elite. They're in the masters or whatever it is.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
Yes, we'll go with that.
Thanks for the question, Todd. He's probably one of your competitors. He's probably still working out what he's going to do.
Just trying to work out how.
Yeah. And what about? The High Rocks. Back to the High Rocks. Just seems to be. It's all about making money. It's not actually about making people healthier and fitter. Which is the one. That's the hang up that I've got with it. It's just like when you see 1,000 people in the arena, unless everyone's paid their $100, they don't care. They don't care how they're wall balling. They don't care how they're rowing. They don't care. They just want the money. And then there's a select minority that we'll crown the world champion. But that's kind of very different to the CrossFit methodology. So I don't think you can compare. I don't think you can compare the two methodologies.
Yeah. It's almost like it's almost like they're doing it backwards. Like CrossFit had the affiliate and then the sport. They're almost like going straight for the money making sport, and then they're like, there's kind of High Rocks affiliates coming out of it now. So
That's a good way of seeing it, actually. You're going to do a High Rocks, Dave? Did you just say
I'd do it once, just like I'd do a fun run. I'd do the Gold Coast Half Marathon, or I'll do the Brisbane. Once, but it's not something I'm going to just keep turning up every day. Like I've been doing CrossFit almost every day for over 10 years.
I don't think I've ever heard you say that you're going to do High Rocks.
Yeah. Remember we were talking about it last year. Joe, my missus was sort of talking about doing it.
There you go. Yeah, it's like meth. You got to do it once. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that segues into WFP. Like, what about WFP? Have you had the temptation to do the challenges or the qualifiers to make some quick bucks? On the
I did. I did the first one when it was early days, but it's WFP right now is kind of an exclusive exhibition, so there's not really any pathway to get there or drive. And kind of after seeing how it was run and a bit of feedback from the athletes, I think we're a little bit off it. I think the only draw to it is just the money right now. That I'll be dead honest. Just the money's the only draw to it. Everything else outside of that, probably not. But I think, because I'm a big CrossFit fan as well, so I really want, and I genuinely believe CrossFit is the pinnacle of the sport of fitness. I think that brings out the best athlete in the world. So I'm all for aligning with that and hopefully bringing up the next golden age in CrossFit. So it doesn't really make sense to put too much energy in a sport that could potentially jeopardize that. So that's kind of where my head's at the moment.
Yeah. And you don't think you think it does jeopardize it. So there's guys who like Hopper and Mertens, are they risking compromising their games performance by trying to do both?
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah. I mean, when you look at Dallin Pepper got rhabdo, Jay had to pull out from the back injury. You can't sustain competing that many times in a year. And I'll probably predict that the athletes that do it or do it are going to go up and just get a nice little check and then just train for the CrossFit season.
Yeah.
I'd do that. I'd do that.
Is that why Jay didn't go? Jay and Maddie didn't do the Copenhagen Tour Stop 3 because they had a back injury as well?
Yeah, both of them low back. Yeah.
Right. So they
It's
just
too much
have to,
work.
right.
Yeah.
The timing of the events is, I think if CrossFit was working with WFP and vice versa, then maybe it could be something that works. But the fact that they seem to be wanting, like even the timetable that we've seen for this year seems ridiculous compared to, it's almost like it's the same as the CrossFit season, just off by 2 weeks. It's like, how is that going to work for the athletes?
It doesn't make
not
sense.
going to be good. So
it's almost purposeful. It's so bad that it's almost purposeful.
It's suspiciously placed. It's like set up like a takeover, not like they're trying to merge or anything.
And I know that's the weird thing is I don't understand how Will Morad, who's who is only recognised because of CrossFit, why he would kind of try to sabotage the whole working together, where it could be cool to have both things going in parallel and space it out so that athletes can do both.
Yeah, because then it'd be the exact same as all the other off-season comps like Waterpalooza, Rogue, and that. It could just be another really, really cool exhibition that everyone gets excited for. Instead, we're here trying to compete them two together. It's like, what's the point?
It's sort of sad.
You mentioned like golden age there, Luke, of CrossFit. So do you feel like CrossFit's coming back into an age that's because it seems to have gone through a little bit of a dip, but I have the feeling that it's kind of going up. What's your thoughts and what's your role? What's your role in that?
Yeah, keeping the sport fun and exciting for hopefully the younger generation will be my role. But yeah, I definitely see the golden age coming back again. I actually talked about this in our meeting today. So Gus, who owns the gym we're at, he genuinely believes the golden era is going to come back again. Like we haven't seen the second wind. The methodology's sound. The hype will come back, and I think we will see it again. And it'll probably be by the likes of Dallin Pepper, like James Spragg, Hopper. I think those guys will be at the forefront of it, which would be very cool. But like, because we had when CrossFit was coming up and was owned by Greg Glass, but new and exciting, and then when it got sold off to new owner, then private equity firms, and then just got pulled apart. It was like it's hard to follow. The season's changing every year, and it's like, if you want to make a living out of this, the athlete's going to pull out, the media pulls out. We lost. Dave Cash was the forefront. Just everything went wrong. So I think now that's kind of coming back together, and the hype slowly building. I genuinely believe give it 2-3 years, and we could see like a better golden age for sure.
Yeah, that's very cool. That's very cool. And what's your thoughts about how do you get people involved in it? Like the golden age comes from, I guess like more affiliates, more people doing CrossFit, paying more in at the start when I first joined CrossFit, hardly anybody, I remember Dave was like passionate about CrossFit, but hardly anybody, he would drag people along to Torian because we did CrossFit, but we weren't involved in the sport. And then all of a sudden, I think now probably a good 20 to 30% of the gym down follows CrossFit, like they follow the athletes. So how do you get my son? My son's like 20 years of age. He's perfect to do CrossFit, but he just sits there and goes, "Oh, no." It's like
he wants to go Globo gym, right?
Yeah, exactly. So how do you grab those people? Because you're like a fantastic role model, Luke. So how do you grab them?
Oh, thank you. I think the same way we did at the start. I think doing a really good job with the media is everything. That's all. Like especially all these young impressionable athletes like your son. Let's just get some good quality CrossFit media down their throat, and they'll probably be hooked. I mean, you probably think when you started, like, all the big influx from CrossFit wasn't from hearing it from your mate down the road as much. It was like day in the life, Rich Froning, fittest man on earth, doing crazy stuff. Like day in the life, Rogue, Red and Black, had millions of views on YouTube. CrossFit Dan Bailey going head to head. Like you were just all the time. Like there was very, very good media all the time. And now, like Jason Hopper just won the games. Where's his day in the life? Like what the hell is it? Where's Jason Hopper? Where's James Spragg? Fittest man on earth, day in life. What are they doing? Like give them all the accolades for them winning the hardest fucking comp in our entire sport. Instead, like, I don't know about you guys, but they win, and I forget that they've won because they didn't market it. Like, it's dumb. When you win that, you should be fucking hailed. Like, I don't care if you hate them. If you win that, everyone should fucking know about it on media, and then that should get people excited. Learn about them, share their life, get young fellas hooked, and be like, these are the good role models, and I want to win the sport that they dedicated their life to, not fucking just ignore them for months after they win the comp. Like, it's like, what are you doing? Like, imagine, go to any other sport where someone wins. Like, they're the poster boy straight away. It's like that just stopped happening after I don't know, 2019 when Matt Fraser stopped, and it was just weird. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's a very good point.
And mainstream, we've got to sell it to mainstream. To, when Tia Claire wins the CrossFit Games 10 times in a row, or whatever. At this point in time, it probably won't even make the news. Like, there's nothing in the history of mankind of so dominant. If that was baseball or NFL or cricket or something, soccer, every single newspaper front page would be something heroic. But so a CrossFitter like Chia does something heroic. Like, think about it, and Fraser, it doesn't even make the mainstream media. It's like in this sort of very nuanced niche media where it's big news and we all hear about it. But Jen Pop doesn't even know what fitness means. But I think slowly, even maybe the High Rocks is starting to, because High Rocks for some reason is very good at their media. The fact that they can draw so many people are starting to actually start to think about what fitness means. Fitness doesn't mean just swimming thousands of laps or just running. It's, hang on, these guys are running, plus they're doing wall balls, plus they're doing jumping, plus they're rowing. Now I'm starting to think, fitness. This is a new way of thinking about fitness. And then CrossFit comes in and goes, all right, we have the definition of fitness. And if you want to be cool and fit, you got to do CrossFit. It's slow. I think that's what's kind of happening now, is that there is a bit more media being, like the fact that we're doing this podcast, like two blokes, in their 50s doing a CrossFit podcast, because but it's contributing, right? It's contributing, right? And CrossFit doesn't even have to pay for it. We're not on any paycheck. We're none of us are on a paycheck for doing this, but we're just so passionate. We're so passionate about it.
I think you're spot on with the High Rocks. So very, very healthy for the sport of CrossFit. I think it's very healthy for it.
It's just piggybacking us a little bit, but
So just a little bit of a segue, quick though, Luke. So you got to 10,000 followers.
Here we go. Let's go.
That seemed like it was one hell of a journey to get there, and you were posting so much, man. Like, so where were you getting the ideas? Like, did somebody tell you this is what you have to do? I know you had a bet with the weightlifting guy. What's his name?
Yeah,
Rory. You had a bet with him to get, and obviously he won, which was unfortunate.
So I have to do a weightlifting comp this year actually because I lost. So that's going to happen as well in my competition calendar.
When is that?
I'll leave it to Tom. We'll come and watch.
Not booked in yet, but it's going to be in Brisbane because he's going to platform coach me. So you guys have to come watch. That's the deal.
We'll definitely be there.
We'll be there.
That'll either be at Cougars or Torian, because they got the weightlifting club at Torian now.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah, I think Rory trains there, doesn't he? Rory trains at Torian.
He does. Yeah.
And he's doing CrossFit too, by the look of it. He looks like he's doing CrossFit in the background.
Yeah, he does bits and pieces for sure. I don't think it's his main sport. I think he hammers weightlifting because for his weight category, he's very good. So he can't be doing too much CrossFit to be that good.
Yeah. But he seems like his posts are really, he's interested, like when he's just talking about the fact that he's getting really concerned that CrossFitters are lifting heavier and heavier, and he's going, I don't know what's going on in this sport, but people are getting stronger.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
But you've jumped 500. You worked so hard to get to 10, and then in the last 20 days, you've got another 500.
Just snowballs in. It's good.
This is a great idea from Todd. Do you know Todd?
The last name not recognizable. I know about 4 Todds, so yes, probably.
Okay. Betting. They do have the betting thing, but I don't think it's the Heat One app from
the Heat One
Tyler.
app. Yeah, you can do it on there.
Tyler, but I don't think. Do you win money for that? I think you do win money actually.
I think it's not on right. Yeah,
it's not on like sports bet or anything like that. But
no.
Yeah, interesting.
No, you just got to cash on the table bet. 2 blokes in 2021 at the after party. A guy came up to me all pissed off because he bet his mate $200 that I'd make the games, and I lost him $200. So,
Oh, really?
so there is betting. You just got to know the right people, Todd. There is betting.
Know the right people.
Right.
Don't bet on me.
It does make it more exciting when you're sitting there in the Torian Pro Arena and you're eating your chips and okay, I've got $500 on the line here.
Oh, I think a bit of skin in the game.
Right.
It's
So we're gonna put some money on you this year, Luke. So don't let us down.
Yeah.
Go for it. Your life savings, please. Early superannuation. Just get it out. Put it on.
Let's go, man. If you're going to tell me it's going to work, we'll do it.
Yeah. Give us the inside tips before you go out. But 10,500 followers, I reckon you'd double that if you got the fro back.
Probably. Probably. The fro is good. It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Is it hard work to look after a fro? Is it hard work?
It's just annoying. Like it just like you're sleeping, it's literally in your face. Like you wake up and then you got an afro because you rolled either side. So not afro,
Right.
mohawk because you rolled either side.
Yeah.
And
But is that your natural? But is a fro your natural hair, or do you have to work to get what you've got now?
Yeah, no, the fro was my natural hair. So here's a funny backstory. So my whole life, no one knew I had an afro. Like it's a running joke of like someone slept with an African American in our family. Like, someone slept with a black guy for sure. Because if I go into the water, my hair comes up, it's bone dry, like nothing happens. So for years we couldn't figure it out. My dad was watching a documentary about the Frisians, so like the Netherlands tribes, kind of like the first Vikings before the Scandinavian Vikings. So they're called the Frieser, and like Frieser, sorry, and called Frieser because of their frizzy hair. And then we did a bit of background check, and I was like, oh, so I have ancestry from the Frieser tribe that had fro hair from the Netherlands, and that's why I have afro hair, and no one in my family else has it. Like no one else has it except me. So I've just got that little fro gene. It's just snuck its way through. Yeah.
Oh my God, we've got to at least change the profile pic, right? And then when you've got the fro, and then that'll just boost up the followers as well because the fro is so cool.
Probably would.
Maybe hashtag bring back the fro, like on your thing. Like if you get to 20K followers, and then you bring back the fro.
I reckon when I make the games, I reckon bringing the fro back is very fair.
Yes. Okay, that's it. We got to put it. Yeah,
that's it.
We want
everyone support me because I will bring the fro back if I make the games.
Bring the fro back and join and subscribe to Luke de Jonge. Cool, man. And subscribe to the camp. Are you a subscriber to the camp, Luke? If you subscribe to the camp?
I should. I'm pretty sure I did both. I think I followed both of you and then on Instagram, but I think I've got to go on YouTube and subscribe.
YouTube. We'll upload this video, and I reckon we sometimes try to get some shorts. And talking about the fro will be a great short.
Talking about the fro. There's been some killer lines. The killer lines that when you talked about CrossFit and how good it was, like there was about 4 lines there. I was listening. I was going, "Yep, that's going to be used. We'll use that. Use that." I think there's some great quotes in this in this podcast that we can use, Dave, to promote ourselves.
Yep. I'm glad.
We want more people to watch, and because we've got some cool Aussie athletes, and there's just the world doesn't really know about them. We've had Georgia Pryor on, we've had Cara on.
I saw them on the Instagram.
Do you know who's coming on next week? Is next one Dante? Dante?
We got Dante
next
week.
Dante, yeah, he's a good lad. I made him wear in 2024. We had a bet. Whoever was winning by the final event, the loser had to wear a chicken suit. So obviously I was like, I'll take the bet. So if here's a photo of him wearing a chicken head at the start line 2024 because he lost the bet to me.
Oh, that's cool.
We'll ask him about that. So
make sure to remind him that I'm better.
Where's the footage? Where's the footage of him wearing a chicken head? Is that
it'd be on his Instagram from ages ago. Yeah, but just ask him like, why'd you have to wear a chicken head for the final event 2024?
2020. We can probably go to YouTube and find that event 2024. We'll just
you probably can. You probably can. Yeah,
because the cameraman will definitely be focusing on that.
Yeah, you'll be able to see it.
What heat would have he been in? Like your heat?
Nah, he's not that good. It would have been like second top heat, second top.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
He's doing really well. Like him and Hick. I always get this guy's name wrong. Hiko. Both of those guys go to the P3 recovery place. And I was like, they put up a board for what do they want to achieve, like in 2026, and both of them have got CrossFit Games 2026. I'm like, who? Like, I saw that and went, who are these guys? I want to like, who are these guys that are going to the P3 that I haven't met yet? And then I went and met them last week and had a chat with them. Great guys, really good guys.
They're good lads. So strong too, like insanely strong. Just the New Zealand genes, it seems.
Yeah, like, and just humble and funny and gentle. Like just you know, the epitome of what CrossFit people are, like good people.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, they're top quality blokes. Great role models, those fellas.
Yeah, 100%. So exciting times for CrossFit, I think, Dave.
Some cool guests coming up. Fantastic. Well, Luke, what is it? 9:35. Probably bedtime for you. Time to get your 10 hours of athlete sleep.
That's it. I'll catch some Zeds.
Yeah. Good. All right, mate. We'll stay in touch. Thank you again for coming on.
Yep. Let us know when you're doing the weightlifting comp. We'll come and support you.
Yeah, we'll do. Well, thank you very much for having me on as well. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Good fun.
And we'll send a couple of emails. I want to talk to you about a few more things as well.
Oh yes, I'm very excited for that. You have no idea. I'm very excited.
Yeah. Okay, we'll send you into the back room. You can sneak off whenever you want, mate. And Anthony, I'll just say goodbye and to the squad. And see you in 2 weeks. Yeah, to the viewers.
Too easy. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Mate. Have a good night.
See you later, mate. Cheers.
Wow.
Cool.
What a top bloke. Top bloke.
Absolutely.
What a fun chat. He is CrossFit's most entertaining man.
He is.
No
airs and graces. Well. He's awesome.
He's a strong brother.
He looks solid, doesn't he?
Didn't realize how strong he was as I was looking through some of his videos. I think he said he was. Well, did he say he didn't say how tall he was, but he'd be over 6 foot, surely.
Oh yeah, he's well over 6 foot. So he's I think he's about 6'4" or something. But he's just solid. He's got that Viking in him. You can see the Viking blood that's in him. So
good old Todd. Thank you so much for your comments. Hopefully you've hit the subscribe button and the little bell.
Todd, got to subscribe now. We're going to have more awesome athletes on.
Where's Todd? Todd, are you Aussie, Australia, New South Wales, Brisbane, Queensland? Tell us more about yourself. But we'll see you in 2 weeks, Todd. Come back and join us. Oh, here he is. What a legend. He's already subscribed.
I'll subscribe. Awesome.
Yeah, thanks,
Todd. Today. More subscribers. More subscribers.
Yeah, and he's in Sydney as well. He's in Sydney. So let your mates know about this podcast. I think we are still the only Australian long form podcast where we sit down for as long as the athletes want to, or before they start falling asleep, and talk about their story and their CrossFit journey. But not just athletes, really interesting people from all walks of life in the CrossFit space. And
everybody who is someone, there's so many interesting people in the CrossFit space. So talk to everyday athletes who have recovered from horrific injuries and illnesses, to the elite athletes, to people.
You could find someone in every. You could find half a dozen people in every CrossFit box that could come on the show and have a great. And we could have a great podcast.
100%.
I'm pretty keen to talk to Beck. You met Beck in our gym, the lady who's just joined up. She's got an interesting history as well.
Oh yes, yeah. She's given it all. That's fantastic.
Amazing. Yeah, and she's loving it. I had a chat with her tonight, and she says, I can't believe how much more attention and progress I'm making just from a month at your gym. Like our coaches are just so good.
They certainly are. So good coaches, good owners, good people.
Yep.
Just works.
All right, mate. The 2026 camp season has begun. We'll be back here. We had a good holiday. We missed a couple of shows, but I think we needed that time off.
Yeah, I think it's good, and I think we've got shows lined up for the next couple of months, so it's good.
Yeah,
we're not trying to at the last minute trying to get someone. So this time we've got like we've got 6 weeks, 8 weeks planned.
Otherwise, if we don't get a guest, we'll just come on and talk shit.
Well,
as my daughter. Thanks, Charlotte, for this. This was in my little Christmas stocking. Does that come out the right way?
I need one of those. Yeah, it says podcaster noun, one who talks shit for an extended period of time. Yep, that's you. That's perfect. She's nailed you, Dave. She's absolutely nailed you.
Thank you, Charlotte. We are not professional podcasters, but we just love talking about CrossFit. Yep. Okay, guys, all the best. See you 2 weeks' time.
See you guys. Have a good one.